Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this special figure showcase and review, we're going to be looking at this pretty special Japanese exclusive 2003 version of Sixwing. Before we get started, I'd like to remind anybody who's not subscribed to the channel, if they'd like to hit that subscribe button for me now, please, because it really will help me out. And also to tell you that on this video, I'm just going to be building him up into his fully combined form. The main reason for that is because there's already a separate review of this particular figure online on this channel already, and they've even got the same names, they're just completely different colours. So what I need to do as well then is give you a bit of brief history regarding this and these figures. So this is the original use of the Sixwing mould. This came out in Japan in the early 90s. Now I know it might look familiar because I'm sure it was reissued again as Superior, I think, or something like that, in one of the Unicron trilogy toy lines, but this was the original incarnation of him, and as I say, this came out in Japan as part of the Operation Combination line in 1992, and they were all Autobots. So in Japan in 2003 they released them all again in individual boxes. They kept the same names, but what they also did was, apart from drastically change all of the colour schemes on them, they also turned them all into Decepticons. Now they've all still got exactly the same name. So we've got Chain Gun, which is here. We've also got Falcon. These colours are crazy. They're much more fitting of the, I suppose, the Decepticon colour scheme. Then we've got Flanker. We've then got Missile Run. These are all micromaster transformers, by the way. Then of course we've got Raker, which is very clever because of course Moonraker, as in James Bond. And then we've got the Concorde, which is nicely named and aptly named Supersonic at the same time. I'll show you brief things of what you can do with this, but what I mean is I won't show you all of the robot modes and everything else like that. What I loved about this is the fact that you could turn this into, you know, sort of spaceships. You can attach things to it. You could turn these into full-on little battle stations, which was brilliant. And as I say, I've got full detailed descriptions and the ways of showing that on the channel. You just build up all the parts of this, and you can make, if we attach the fists here, you can make like a ship and stuff. It's really sort of quite clever. Now I'm going off memory here and I'm probably going to get it wrong, but that's why I'm just showing you some of it, and indeed not absolutely everything. Once that's in there like so, I know the head would go at the back, and then you would also put one of these as a pilot. That's it, yeah. And then this would go, where would it go? I think this would go somewhere over the top. Let me see if I can work it out for you. It would go inside of these, so it should, that's where it goes. It would fit there, so you've got your own mini little ship as well, which is, I love the fact that they did this with the Japanese toys. They turned them all into play sets, which was brilliant. So with other micromasters that they had available at the time, you could in fact just put them in and indeed have little play sets as well. But of course the main thing, and as I said, the main reason for this video is to combine to form the Decepticon version, of Sixwing. I've just knocked him out of there, so you'll have to forgive me for a second while I put that back, because we're going to need it in there. In fact, I'll do that in a second. I was going to say, but we will need it in there to see the comparison of the colours of these. Right, let's separate these pieces then. So again, micromaster combiners, I think it would be great if Takara or even Hasbro would revisit these with the micromasters today, just to give them a little bit, well, exactly that, you know, just to give them something slightly different. Right, here's the legs. We're going to take these jets, we're going to fold these over at the bottom like so. You can bring the wings out. I like to leave one out on the side because I think it looks better. That you can see is going to fit in there, and if you wanted to, you could fold this up, but it's probably a bit better to leave it down like so. Then we're going to take the other jet at the bottom. Oh, thankfully that just goes straight back in. That's going to fit in there, and then this is also going to fit there as well. Now of course you can see here just easily, same as the Gestalts which we had in generation 1 way before these will all just attach to the bottom like so, like that's pretty loose, that is. So I'm going to keep that there. Let's move on to the torso then. So the torso's got the shuttle is going to be one of the, how am I going to do this? You see, this is sometimes where I forget. Right, there we go. That's going to go there like so. So that's going to that's going to become the shoulder joint like so. That's going to go in there. We then need to attach that, no, that's not the right way, around there to create the fist. There we go. We're then going to attach think it's supersonic next. Yes, it is. It's the Concorde. It's going to go here. So again, it's just a case of remembering what to do with them all. There you go. There's so many different, I suppose, ways of you've got gestalts in the Generation 1 toy line. It is a bit nuts to try and remember. And as you can probably tell, I do all these pretty much off the cuff. I don't edit the video. I just go for it, if I can, all in one go. Right, what we're going to do, we're going to attach, oh no, that's very loose. We're going to attach the midsection to here, the torso. There we go. And then what we're looking to do is I need to bring this one's quite clever. So what we do is we fold this bit back, because this needs to end up being, where are we? The chest piece as well. So if I can bring that there like so, what we're looking at doing is keeping this up, and I'm going to try and get that little hole there to attach into that dowel that is on the back there. Perfect, that's gone in no problem. And then at the back, poor old the leader, chain gun, I'm sure he's the leader as well, to be honest. He just will attach rather awkwardly, but via this bit here, he just fills out the space at the back. Now these, there we go. So that's going to go there. There's a dowel there on the back, and then we just need to angle this out just a little bit. You can bring it around like so. And as I say, this is just to fill up the space in the back. There we go. There is Sixwing there, and there is the gun. So you can have a quick look at that while I very quickly attach the other one, and we can do a very quick comparison. So yeah, massively different in colors, which you can see. I also like the fact that you can, of course, if you wanted to, you can change around some of the limbs. I wonder if you can do them all. I haven't tried doing them all. Obviously you could definitely do the legs. They would be very easy to do, and I'm not too sure, perhaps you could, but this is, and unfortunately, yeah, I've got a bit of sun fade on this, which is strange because it was unused. That's why there's no stickers on it as well. But you've got both of them side to side, and they just look incredible. I just love these little, as I say, sets of figures, just because they're so much fun. Because the Micromaster, I think, toy line was underestimated anyway. It was great as a kid. It just hasn't had the same effect in today's, I think, markets. People just haven't taken to them the same. There is another version of this which I am on the scout for. I've got one lined up, so stay tuned for the chase version of this as well. But as always, guys, if you want to know who these are in more detail, check out the Japanese playlists on this particular channel. It's been really fun showing you this. This is the 2003 Japanese Micromaster Decepticon version of Sixwing. Let me know what you think in the comments. Take care.